Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, and it is Wednesday, the 7th of August. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. As always, the site to get free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen here, and by you coming back and using the site is what keeps us free of charge, so thanks for doing that. Now, I thought we'd kick off today with a look at the North Atlantic Oscillation Index. We haven't looked at this for a wee while. You can see here that the prediction is for the index to be bounced around the neutral level, and that means that the westerly winds across the Atlantic, the pressure difference between Iceland and the Azores is around about normal, which generally means that the flow is in a westerly. For us, that means that, we get generally normal conditions. So by normal conditions at this time of year, you'd be pointing towards more rain in Scotland, less rain down towards the south of the UK, and that looks like that's what's going to happen. There is some confusion from the models, though, this morning and from yesterday. I mean, yesterday, the story seemed pretty settled. The idea that, yeah, there'd be a few bits and pieces of rain around, particularly in northern and western areas over the next few days, but generally down towards the south, it would be dry until the end of next week, which would then turn more unsettled. Now, the overall story is pretty similar, that the south of the country is certainly going to be drier than in the north, but whereas the south looked completely dry, now there's a couple of question marks over how far the rain gets southwards, and now it looks as if it could be through parts of Wales and as far south as parts of the Midlands as well during the weekend. But I still think southern England stays generally on the dry side. You see here from the GFS for London, this is the graph for London, you see temperatures holding fairly steady, and you can see just how dry it's predicting things to be. Just one or two little bits and pieces of rain around, but really not lots. And the MJO is very little help either for next week. This is the Madden-Julian oscillation, and you see here that the index is holding in this central line, which basically gives us very, very little indication as to what might happen. Now, this is a new one for you. This is the global wind oscillation, and even this doesn't give us much help, and I'll tell you more about this over the coming weeks, but I just wanted to introduce you to the chart first of all. And even this is bouncing around in neutral territory, although because it's through phases 1, 2, 3 and into 4, that does tend to still lend itself more towards ridges. This is a statement, though, of what's gone on rather than what will go on. As I said, I'll tell you more about the GWO over the coming weeks as it becomes more relevant. But let's take a look at the CFS. This is the forecast taking us through to the middle part of September. This is better. It gives us a helping hand at least, where you see temperatures just dipping off here, look, to around the 16th, 17th of August. Bit of a pick up there, and then a fall off again before the 21st, 22nd. But then we see this rise as we head towards the latter stages of the month before it falls off again. So it's a bit up and down, but what it's hinting at in these sort of areas around that sort of date is the more unsettled conditions coming through around the middle part of the month, and then this warm up towards the end of the month. So I'm still going to stay with that overall picture. But what about the coming days? This is the chart for today, Wednesday, and just 1 or 2 showers around today. We've seen some thunderous stuff down in the southeast. That's going to be clearing away. Got some rain coming into northern and western Scotland as well. Bit of a surprise there. That's certainly further east than was expected. So apologies for those of you from up there who have got more rain than you thought you'd get. 1 or 2 showers around Wales and also the Western Midlands, but generally most places dry today. The chart for Thursday showing high pressure in control, so plenty of dry weather around. I think 1 or 2 showers for the east. This front coming into the west, increasing cloud and bringing some outbreaks of rain later. But for most, it's dry, it's fair, and there should be some sunny spells with light winds. Just 1 or 2 showers, central Scotland and Wales. Friday sees fronts push their way eastwards. They bring some showery outbreaks of rain, but nothing too persistent. Most of it, I think, up towards the north, perhaps across northern parts of Wales too. Could get 2 or 3 or 4 millimetres of rain here, but for the south, I think just very light rain. They're becoming brighter all the time from the west, just 1 or 2 showers following in. On to Saturday now, and got a ridge of high pressure that builds through on Saturday. Here it is, look. I think most places on Saturday look as if they should be fair with some sunny spells. However, got this weak front that just moves into western Scotland and Western Ireland, may bring a little bit of light rain there. Not expecting too much from that, and I think most places should be dry. On to Sunday now, and another front moving its way southeastwards. This one on Sunday is a bit of a strange one. May have more activity along it as it moves southeast, so Wales, the Midlands, southwest England, northern England could see some outbreaks of rain associated with it, and that could be proper rain, 2 or 3 millimetres. Not a huge amount, but certainly more than we've seen of late, and I think it will bring 1 or 2 spots to the far southeast later. Sunshine and showers following into the west, some of those quite heavy, and pretty breezy through western Scotland too. And for the start of next week, still in a westerly flow, as you can see, and of course that was picked up, wasn't it, by the North Atlantic Oscillation there. And I think what we'll find is just clouds and spots of rain affecting Western Ireland and Western Scotland because of the warm front out here. I think elsewhere we're generally dry, sunny spells, perhaps a light shower on western coast, but generally most places dry and fair. Now, you might have heard a little bit of wind noise in the background while I've been doing this forecast. That's because I decided I'd do it outside today, make the recording outside, and this is the view that I've got at the moment, looking over the Dovey Estuary. Beautiful, isn't it? Hope the views are good with you, but we'll leave it for that for now. And thanks again for watching weatherweb.net, and whatever you're doing, keep the sun shining, and bye for now.